Okay, good morning again. Good morning, guys.
Morning, Geshe.
Good morning, Geshe.
Morning. It was good evening. Okay, everyone comfortable with the weather? This time is best, not too cold, not too hot. There's also very quiet here. Not, you guys hear me? You can hear, right? It is also good for our airplanes out there. We don't hear any. Therefore, we're going to first little bit meditation. There are so many different ways of meditation. First, just sit comfortable as much as you can. Then watch your own, breathing. You slowly breathe in and out. The mind focus on that, not pay attention any others. Exhale and inhale. Then visualization in front of you, Buddha's image. You have every day some visualization, any Buddhas, you can visualize that. If not, you can see on my right side, the Buddha Shakyamuni. If it look like that, it's not just some carpet. You think real Buddha in front of you. Around Buddha also, think all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Try to keep your mind the moment in Buddha's face. Part to like skin in your mind, Buddha's face. Feel the light come from Buddha's head, dissolves your body and mind, a peace and relax and calm. Or to experience like that in a moment. The light reaches your body and mind. All your physically and mentally emotions like wash away. Go to the experience blessing with you. Feel happy, in peace. Keep the moment, your mind, and peace. The feeling of the peace become light, like white, a cloth or smoke, come out of your body, share them for all of the world and Mother Sentient beings. Feel they all have peace and relax. The moment rejoice yourself because you receive the blessings Buddha, you have experience of the blessing, you share your own blessing for all Mother Sentient beings. You're able to do that, feel to happy and relax a moment. Okay, now finish our meditation. Okay, it makes you sleep. Sometimes we very deep meditation before sleep. Sometimes we very bored before sleep. Right, Mark, you wet? Okay. Anyway, it's wonderful. As Buddhism, what is Buddhism? How to practice Buddhism? This is important for all of us to understand. Buddhism's, of course, one hand is a religion. Another hand is how to fix our mind, like tools. How to fix our computer. Because there's so many tools, right? How to fix it. You go to mechanic. Maybe this time not much tools. They're all computer, right? Last week I went to New York with my friend. He has a Tesla car. There's nothing there. You have to go to the big computer that we push buttons. You don't know what to push buttons. It's very complicated like that. No, it's technology with all buttons. But all time, you have so many things to fix all the cars, mechanics. It's like that. In order to fix the problem, they need a lot of tools. Therefore, for us, we have the physical problem and the mental problem. The physical problem is, I think right now the technologies taught us very good. Like my own experience, I've broken everything. Everywhere, everything. But they fix very well, right? Even the last 2 days, I got very bad toothache. They're asking me, I went to emergency, asking me, number 1 to 10, how many? I said 12. Even I couldn't sleep the one night. But for that, tool, they give me the painkiller. Last couple of hours, then just gone. Therefore, like physical things, then yesterday morning, they just took up. Very good, fix the physical problems, right? The mental, it's very difficult to fix. And of course, all the different religions, they have tried to fix their way. As Buddhism, we believe as a reality to tool, was a tool, right? Tools to fix our physical problem, mental problems. Then we say, I don't have any mental problem. I'm good. Sometimes it's a mental problem and some other problem too. Crazy. Not talk about that. Usually, have you heard the Milarepa? Milarepa? Have you heard a very high level practitioner? And people think Milarepa is a crazy person. He do things totally opposite of what we do. Everything, he's a crazy man. Then he thinks us we are the crazy. Because we do always silly things. We think we are the correct, what we do, what we say is correct. I know there was another story, like one for Medford. The only one person doesn't, drunk. Everyone drunk. They drunk alcohol, they're drunk, or they're drunk, right? Drunk. The only one person not drunk. And everyone think, he's a crazy person, he's drunk. Everyone drinks. In reality, everyone's drunk, he's not drunk. Like that. Therefore, Milarepa, one of the example who is enlightened, and like this time. We have one example, we say, who will become enlightened person and this time practice. We say Buddha Shakyamuni, like 2,500 years, we say, what the Avalokiteshvara, we don't know when. Manjushri, we don't know when. But one Milarepa, like this generation, right? I'm to one of the example to enlighten. Therefore, people think he's crazy, but he's not crazy. We are the crazy. He used the Buddhism proves to fix his mind and enlighten. Therefore, if the mental problem, according to Buddhism, is a mental problem, it means not we are the crazy person. The mental problems we have always, we think, what I say, it should be correct. What I saw, it should be correct. What I believe, it should be correct, right? We don't think I'm doing wrong. Everyone think. Therefore, this is a problem for us. Then someone say, "Oh, you are wrong," and we feel very upset. Someone says, "Oh, you don't understand reality," and we say, "No." We have very strong our own view, right? Our own view, our own idea, our own belief. Therefore, we don't want to give up that. This is we call the mental problem. Then we say, okay, did I have mental problem? They have to go see the doctor to psychiatrist, psychiatrist, right? Yeah, you have to go to psychiatrist. There, it's Buddhism is a really, psychiatrist. What is a psychiatrist? Psychiatrist. Do you have any small word? Another word?
Psychology.
Psychology.
Mental doctor.
Mental doctor. I think it's better. Yeah, good. I think mental doctor.
Shrink.
Shrink your mind. Anyway, Buddhism idea is a really mental doctor. Example, yeah. Therefore, Buddhism is like you can understand, like believe like that. Okay, Buddhism means what means a mental doctor, psychiatrist. Oh, which sound doesn't come? Psychiatrist. This is ignorant, is it? Oh, anyway, like that idea. There's so many. In order to understand all idea of Buddhism, here's like 100 books. Other side, 200 books. We need to understand all the meaning there. Then you really know how to fix. But if we know how to fix, it doesn't fix. We need to do that, right? Who's the very good chef? Any chefs here? How to cook? You just already follow cookbook, right? Okay, this much water, this much that, this much that. Then we just always follow. Like anyway, if we know what things to buy to cook, but if we doesn't know how to cook, you don't get food. Your stomach doesn't get the delicious food, right? Same. Even you study, we think, oh, I have pretty good education about Buddhism. Maybe you're right. We have good education in Buddhism, but we really don't practice, then we really don't fix our problems. And what the Buddha said, I show you the path, but depends on yourself. Are you follow the path or you practice the path? He said, I cannot transform for my knowledge for you. We can exchange Buddha's knowledge for us? No, right? This is the reality, right? In the world, some people are very smart, very good education. Some people will looking for it, but if you don't, doesn't matter. If you go very great, what's that? School. If you don't study yourself, what teacher teach doesn't matter. You not become great education. Because maybe like more than 60, 70% depends ourselves, right? Something like that. Buddha said, I show you how to fix our mind, how to enlighten, or how to keep peaceful life. But I cannot transform my mind for you. I cannot take away your problems. It's true. We cannot transform our knowledge, right? Can we transform? Even MIT, Harvard, they do tons things too. Good things, bad things. Maybe don't say bad things. These are good things, but they cannot transform people's education. Or maybe they can transform, but they don't want, if you transform, they don't get students. They don't get students, then school become closed. Therefore, you have to pay, hundreds of thousands every year. No, I'm just kidding. Because they're not able to transform people's education through the technology, right? Through the study. This is reality, right? Buddha said, I cannot transform my mind, knowledge for you. It's a reality, not Buddha do something. Then Buddha said, I cannot wash your problems. And Buddha can wash? Can doctors can wash our mental problems? If that, I'm sure that MIT and Harvard, they make very strong chemical to wash people's mind. But that was a very good technology schools, right? They can make the wash through the chemical, physical things, right? But the mental is not possible. The same Buddha said, I cannot wash your problems. The reality. But right now, because I take example Harvard and MIT, because this is the very good education, society or school, technology. Everyone build technology or technology science. We all follow that, right? Therefore, I take example for that. Therefore, I cannot wash, I cannot transform. You know what? I forgot. Or I cannot, but
Nigi toba shen feminist. Nigi toba shen feminist.
I cannot transform my knowledge for you. I said that, right? And I cannot wash your mental problems.
Chage duma misses.
Or I cannot check back. Same thing like doctors. Doctors check, yesterday they checked my tooth. They solved my problem physically. But Buddha said, I cannot check your mental problems through my hand. It's true, right? Therefore, and how Buddha help? I show you the education of path, how to transform your own mind, mental problems to positive mind or something like that. This is the Buddha's teaching. This is Buddha's idea. In order to that, we need to study a lot. We say, we just only study like, a couple hours a week. It's not really work. Then also we don't have much time to practice. Therefore, we don't really see much.
Don't see the result much.
Because we don't really do the practice, the real what Buddha said. Right? Are you able to meditation 20 minutes? Or maybe you're able to keep your mind with you, not going outside 20 minutes? No, right? We stay here, our mind go to all different directions. Or what I have to do tomorrow. Maybe you are eating some food, you think so many different kind of things. Therefore, our mind is not with us always. Go to every directions. Do all the businesses. Then we do all the other business. Then we create a lot of stressful. Therefore, Buddha said, keep your mind with you. Don't do others' business. It's not necessary. We say, that too bad, that too bad. Even if we just watch TV, right? Just watch TV, you get mad. Why they do that? Why they say that? It's terrible. Therefore, sometimes, yeah, like that. Therefore, important to keep our mind with us, follow the Buddha's idea as much as you can. Through study, then follow that. Then we will really fix our mind, the idea. Okay? Now I'm not talking too much than my useless words. Last week also I didn't able to take the book with me. And this book, this we call Back to the Bodhisattva Way. It's a very great book. His Holiness Dalai Lama always said, think this through, daily practice book. And you have to read every day, follow that as much as you can. Let's talk about, bodhicitta, His Holiness always said, if you want a very rich person, practice bodhicitta. If you want a very beautiful person, practice bodhicitta. If you want to find a lot of friends, practice bodhicitta. How can it come like that? Like example, because you practice bodhicitta, you become very contentment, right? Content.
You become content.
Yeah. Are we content? No, right? I need that. Oh, now they're going to sell the iPhones. What number now? 14. What are this? Right now, the Amazon, what's the old things there? I need to buy that. Even if we have, even myself, I'm not saying, you guys, okay, I'm myself. Now I have so many clothes. I have many shoes. We don't have content. We always like to something new. Oh, I like that. I love that. If you are bodhicitta, no, yes.
So you're talking about, so you're reading and studying and so forth. I feel like you can get into a mindset where it's relatively easy to do that. You can read and study different things, and you know that it's correct. But I think the hard part a lot of times is putting it into action, like you say.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part, and you can be afraid that you're not going to be accepted because it's so different than the way that our society works.
No, you don't have to change the society world. Of course, we have to go to society, but through your mind, content. Cheloni ko jawa tanga mare karo dumbar jella rasa shosajur.
So, so from externally, you don't have to change. You don't have to be out of the society. So there is a practice in the mind training called that change the aspiration or change the the intention, but keep the body in its place.
Like someone says, okay, go to watch movie. It's okay, go. He said, oh, I'm Buddhism. Oh, I'm not like that. Not like that. Karo padde da jite tabi kuzo malasya kani jite la kare ro tena ji chewores inaya. Hele sembe koni chabo shuchuma mashi.
So just like Chandakirti, said, you should not lose the worldly convention. So whatever you do, people do in the world, you should follow that, but without being so attached to it.
Okay. 제가 나도 추는마 랍셔데. 덴반 통계다 나도 때 라레 따도 빼 깔리 가오래 이나야. 니마치 차상라레 따오래. 춘주 답 대오 잘라네 따토게 왜? 대지 되지 삼다나.
Yes, of course, it's not easy to put into practice everything that we study or we learn. But whatever, like just start with small things. So out of 100 things that you study, if you can just put into practice one thing and just start with that. And then as you go along with that, then you increase more and more.
그나 남들 배나 간도 소소는 개제 매와진 바나 간도 티 첼로군 셔다 난간 깨때 주는 간도 부도 보고 작도 와. 그래서 도와 되게 첼로 셔다 난간 갱이 빠지데 세와 매와지나 부도 보고 차대 봐. 그래서 당간들이 부도 도나 받는 게 제게 문제 와서네. 그래서 맞다 제 돈도 왜.
So sometimes, when we fall into the external conditions, because of something there, you can't, do the things, and then you get stressed. You get stressed, so by getting stressed, you can't remove that external condition. But if you're in your mind, you say, "Oh, it's no point getting stressed." Just thinking like that, will also actually, lighten that stress, of thinking that, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that."
제가 안에 상적을 셈 야보지 제나 믿을 조세요래. 미 조세 전에 딴 담래라 추쇼들이다.
So therefore, if you generate bodhicitta, that's a lot of solution. It's a solution for a lot of the things. And if you have, bodhicitta, you will be also contented. And the person with the contentment, is the richest person in the world, they said.
그래? 다나지게 상적을 셈 요하나 로보 개가 말해.
So just like, like also, the other benefit of having bodhicitta is you will not age quickly.
대가도 요다 지르고 가데 나 로보 개로도 상.
So that's one of our biggest problem, right? Thinking that, oh, I'm getting old.
오늘 텔라야 땡간도 가데는 내그럽다 되거 봐. 당하게로도 내그럽다 되거 봐.
So the appearance of becoming old, that's what we are worried about. We know we're getting old, but we have that concern, for the appearance changing, right?
대 가리져든다. 나로 나가는 거네 소소치 릴라 나사메바 셈라다 강이 때도 간지 내지오진의 대충서 가와 곰타나 아니 개로도 좀 셈치 라로.
So when we we usually think in a negative way, about aging, we think in a negative way. So instead, if you say, "Oh, I have lived this many years," instead of I'm this many years old, you can say, "Oh, I have lived this many years and I have enjoyed my life this many years," like that. And then you say, "Oh, yeah, I have lived that many years, so that many years I have enjoyed." And then you see some positive in there.
Right? Have you anyone get homeless? No, right? You do that. You enjoy. I'm not that. I was homeless. I was homeless many months. And also, chance we've been a lapa, kamba, sim, kanga, tambodo. Chesan, and linga, tamba, chin, kangi mewachin, they are showing kawa sumbuyasan, gawa gumna, gomendua.
And you have very healthy limbs like hands, legs, and eyes and so forth. So everything is very healthy, right? So for this many years, you have lived in a healthy way. So if you think, "Oh, so I'm very fortunate, to have lived this long with all these healthy bodies," like that, you can also rejoice in your living long, old age.
Secondly, I think here is Linda and Laura, except that we all the 나도 사자카시 아리테 노쇼 대화지 찍어냈어.
So like some people consider the West, like America, as a what do you call that? Like a pure land, a very happy pure land.
대청거든. 야가 네팔 땅에 하고 야나도 가르쳐 아리테 노쇼 대화지 삼거리. 미마무시.
So like people, especially in Nepal, India, and some part in China, think of America as a Western pure land.
아테이나 달 린다다 데바 로라니다 대화지 찍어봐. 시행가게도.
So only except Linda and Laura, others are all in this Western pure land, right?
그냥 간족가리 단들 좀 받아. 요라 사야 빌 마치 아주 대화 속여 말어.
But people who are here don't feel that, right? Don't feel that happiness, They always see the problems, like so much bills to pay, and so forth, thinking like that, and we always, feel the problem.
제자 간지 임바는 가서 된게 사실 쇼지 대화진 세상에 신금들이요. 제자 가서 enjoy 쳐도.
And so like that, we are in such a nice place, right? Which is considered as a pure land from many other countries. So we can rejoice over that also, right?
Right? And a lot of people, in order to come here,
so many people risked their life to come to this country, right?
But we don't really feel it. We just always what is it? The complaint. 제장아 하나게 대랍것 가지 아주 말로 첨부 차도 도견도 심리 제om을 딘탑려야 만드는 것 사자 기보 오늘 고급 상사 튼전 정보 들이 로드리라 안에 수본 탐보지 대장한테 가와서 보시는 거니 가우쳐요 여러분 제 라바명으로 깜바명으로 카타에면들이 몸도 아주 나라도 로직바 이제 내버져 되게 몸도.
So what I'm trying to say is that instead of worrying, thinking that I'm getting old, I'm aging, you can say that I have lived this many years in this country, which is considered as a Western Pure Land by so many other people, and living here with a very healthy body, healthy limbs, and not having any problem like that. So many people have a lot of other problems, like people of my age. There are so many people with the problems with as being a homeless or beggar and so forth. But I have not this kind of problems, and I'm so happy to be living in this way for this many years like that. So thinking like that, instead of worrying, thinking that I'm getting old, you can rejoice over the years that you have lived in a happy way.
Okay, 두전에 샘제와 두땅 거다. 내제 샘제와 땅 거는 니마지 switch off on chair 말하나?
So this is how you transform your mind. It's not like otherwise you can't just change it like turning on and off, switch light.
Okay, 제자 아니 남비 로종당 된다. 다 슌주당 남르즈 나라 선모당당 샘제와 당당 시당 의무가 내서 강을 받은 시작을 대 야보지 학코지 로조 체니 따때 선모당당 간족거리나 아니 강의책 말이.
So just like it is explained, the teachings in the mind trainings, in the Lamrim, and in relation, with the day-to-day life, right? So if we, study that well and think in a way that it's been explained in these teachings, then we will not, feel much problems in our life.
Okay, like that. Okay, it makes sense. Would not make sense. Yeah, this is a good. Thank you for you say it makes sense. Good. But in order to see the result, you need to do the action. You say we're going to we say, okay, I would like to put the very beautiful flowers out of the garden. We're just thinking, I'm going to put that flower. Just thinking 1 year. You never action, but you never see the flower. Well, you mind thinking. You think flowers good that. You think which flower you're going to buy. You think where you got flower. But you didn't go action to drive that get and put that water. You don't see the flower. Something like that. You read a lot of Buddhism books, see the books, then know a little bit an idea what to do. Then you don't action or practice if you don't really see the results. Yeah, it's really Dharma practice. It's really work. Your physically and mentally difficult time. If you're able to keep the practice or 이까블라스 나주컬 삼로당 강아시에와테 소주 샘라 바자타와나 따티 자샤 잔 장문의 팽도.
So if you are able to contemplate on the teachings taught in the Dharma and put into practice, then definitely 100% it will help.
제가 대 나랑 그렇게 뭐냐 냠냠 오잖아. 네. 내가 냠내 쇼요라게 마다 가지 강강도 진군의 팽이도 돼.
So I can see that from my own personal experience. I'm not saying I'm a great practitioner, but whatever way I have contemplated in the with the situations that I faced, and it has definitely helped me.
Okay. Therefore, what is it? 제자 단단히 렘바. 로보만 보거나 장첩삼 겁나 조보만 보라고 그래.
So if you want to have good friends, then you can meditate on bodhicitta. If you generate bodhicitta, you will find many good friends.
그래서 나 장첩삼 거나 밑에 배 선박 그냥 보자 그래. 아니 공로 사명에 엄밀 내가 나오지 나도 가기도 밀헬레지 공로 마상이지 근데 미 야르 이거 선박 가기도 와.
And so because if you generate bodhicitta, then you will be more relaxed. You will not get frustrated or angry easily, and you will be very helpful to others. So therefore, when people see somebody like that, then they want to be close to that person. They want to be around that person, so they feel very comfortable.
Right? 안도 조보 가리겠어요. 가디나 밀헬레 책에다 가디나 코노자야 사디지.
So what kind of friend are we looking for? Are we looking for a friend who is very relaxed, and easygoing, or somebody who is very short-tempered, getting easily angry?
But like that, it's not easy to practice. No, but try to day by day, little bit. It's really work. It's really work. Okay. There's some part of my own experience. Some parts through the book. I heard from the masters. Therefore, happiness is we cannot buy. We cannot buy from the Amazon, right? You have how you say? We can buy a lot of things in the Amazon, right? But happiness we cannot buy. Maybe you try to buy, order happiness. Maybe they send some things they really not make happy, right? Therefore, it doesn't matter you're how rich. Cannot buy the happiness. Usually we think that the rich person. I'm not jealous for the rich people, okay? But we think all the very rich people or powerful are very happy. I think they have a lot stressful. They have more worse than us. We have not much to lose, right? Compare that. But those who have more power, more riches, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of worries. I one the Tibetan lady. She's pretty famous in Tibet. Like she has like all over the hundreds of thousands of people. She told her own suffering. She said, I have a lot of suffering, more than suffering for you. She told her own experience. Because a lot of people,
because she has a big responsibility, or people have so much hope on her, and then just like not being able to fulfill their hopes, or wishes, makes her very much worried.
Like that, right? Like I said, big business people which have big business, we think, I hope, how I say, traveler, this guy who made the traveler car, I hope he's not here. We think he's we think he's very, I'm sure he is very stressful. I'm sure he's taking for the sleeping medicine because he has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of ideas. Of course, good, I'm not saying good, but because it's not things to go with what he wants, right? Therefore, we think, who is rich, who is famous, they're very happy, but they're not happy. You need to more compassion for them. Important. Like he's a homeless people. He said, he's homeless people. they will relax. When they got this food, they eat the most unhealthy food, right? Hamburgers, Coca-Cola every day. But they just will relax. They not too many desires, right? Therefore, we need to also more compassion. Of course, our lover, homeless people, but we need to more compassion above us. Okay? He said, really? No, they have no softened up. They have not softened. If you're able to reach them, their mental, I think they have a lot of issues. Like that, okay? Therefore, what I'm talking about that is in the practice, meditation, bodhicitta is the best living position, okay? Now what page, what verse? Remember where are we?
51.
51, like that, yeah.
I have 45.
Oh, you're
We stopped.
45,
Yeah.
and reps. I think you missed one
Covered
day.
40, I think we covered 47.
Okay, 47.
Or we're going to cover it. Maybe we didn't cover it. I don't remember.
I think we went to 50 like that. You know, that is okay. This is like no problem. I think two people say 47, 46. Oh, that's interesting, right? Okay. 다음번에 나도 배네 현주 오늘 로종 지하철 냠내 지하철도 가서 보시라래.
Anyway, so just as a reminder, we are very fortunate, to be able to have this opportunity, to study and practice this teaching on Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life.
다 간지 다 45, 다 47, 다 48 나 그러는 다 너무 가래 라는 배나 다 46 동안 만들어나.
So anyway, exactly don't remember which verse we stopped last time, but some say 5, some say 46, some say 45, some say 47. So let's go from 46.
And pena nyawi sumata rada lomi natarta rangeleji dachene kanshira na trawashas.
So it says, just like the gardens of the hell world and the forest of razor sharp leaves, so is this suffering produced by my actions. With whom, therefore, should I be angry?
와, 제가 간지 나도 냐와 제세 오늘 사고도 요사 말다시.
So like being born in the hell, I don't think there's a particular place, that you can be born there or you can go to there.
단단 오늘 ben semche kashi mig 배제다네. 마시고 내려야 mig 사야 지대야. 아니 탑과 주사원 룩샤야다. 마시고 내려 북한가 메다 당사. 근데 오늘 빼 내가 도드는 건 통도.
So like we see so much suffering, especially in the animals that have been consumed or exploited by people or other animals, right? So like some animals, they are like cooked alive, in a hot boiling water, or like some animals, they're like like taking off their feathers while they're still alive and cooking them alive in the hot water like that. Those are like real hell.
근데 나도 mig 세모세네야. 근데 조선남들이 이거는 맨날 가시. 미카시 냐세모세 하는 거도. 냐섬 세섬 팔려 냐세메라도. 네 가가 마소 살아.
And so some people also do it as a sport, to entertain themselves. Like they say, oh, we're going to go for fishing, and they say, oh, fishing is like a sport, like in entertainment or enjoyment, and they go and catch the fish, and they say, oh, I'm just catching it, and then I release it. But in that process, you have injured, the fish, and you're hooked, its mouth or some part of the body, and it causes a lot of suffering to them.
Right? 제가 나도 가상 가는데 소코와도 고도 매루 안에 가로 티 mambolukda tanda nagdo nga tu sabdo chiu chiu dan chakpa sha 약하는 마소다는 이제 간들랭이요.
So just like my experience, of pulling the tooth out, and they had to numb it. They put an injection and they numb it, and then they put all those things, but still it's painful. And then these fishes, and they don't have any of those facilities, right? So imagine how painful it is for them.
제가 간도베나 남름도 나라야 간지 냐와세지 로워트 주사지가 냐와세지 요레스 아니 텔레체와는 내리는데 요레스 어떤 데시들 다 데코치를 이제.
And so anyway, in the Lamrim teaching, they talk about the 6 realms, right? Like the 6, migratory realms. And there is one of the realms is called the hell realm. And this is what it's talking about, just like the gardens in the hell world. It's like the gardens there in the hell world.
Oh, this is the worst. Very nice. Now Paul become more fancy. You can do more fancy things. 제가 아니 간지 라들로면 나서게 간지야 신하들이 요 기샤리 간지도 참마데 가서 수수 대체와도 수수를 내전에 개와를 마도 미셴바지 차한데를 준데 라피 말해.
And then there is a place, in a hell with a forest of razor sharp leaves. And those kind of place, when you are born there, then you go through all these sufferings of being injured or cut, by these razor sharp leaves. And so we are born there, and those things are not created by somebody. And, you are not thrown there by somebody saying, oh, you have to be there. It's by our own action that we are born there.
아니 가서 남배 주나라다 렌데라 그랬어. 다 죽게 좀 하잖아. 남주잖아. 젠데라 줘. 젠데사.
So normally we talk about karmic law of cause and effect, like the karmic law of effect and law and effect, karma and its effect. So, but in the worldly sense, you can say the cause and effect. So you create a cause, and then you have to experience the result.
어빼샤잖아. 나도 줄로라 빼 메톡 답 취야보루나네. 메토야고 깨고도 와티 손로시.
So just like when you create a cause, of planting a flower and taking good care of it by putting enough water, fertilizer, and so forth, then you will have a good result, of nice, beautiful flowers.
단단한 그 남백신에 단단치나도 레야고 사기거든. 단단한 삼백이 레야고 사기거든.
So from the Buddhist perspective, right now you are all creating good causes, good karma.
저도 내려댕도 단어쇼게 바지 까뭐 쭈쫑아 추서 제가 아니 모라타니 쇼경하고야 랑 수보트 메이크업도서 제 아니 깔리지는 내려간다 쇼게 된 것도 안에 단다바유도 겨와사대요 그러나 알아서 가지는 영어래 아니 다 드린가 šan적 가로 준소란 로고 추니행 그건도 무슨 뭐 끊어 야보 지키는 영어다 그 레사대요.
So those of you who drove here like 10-15 minutes or half an hour and more, and all the preparation that went in, for you to come here, like waking up early in the morning, and washing your face, putting on a makeup, or putting on a good clothes, and driving here all the way, so everything becomes positive, a good karma, because the whole intention, for doing that is to go to the center, to listen to the teaching, and to practice, this guide to the Buddhist way of teaching. So the whole thing is for that good purpose. Therefore, the whole thing, whole process, becomes a positive action.
다 될만은 좀 나라야 되겠다. 전화서 깔래 모으자. 쇼게 가시 마타는 예도 다 예도는 많이 와지. 근데 가시 다른 뭐요나 이까지 쇼게 나와야 야라. 근데 속다도 때 아니 야 조조치는데 주진이 되고래. 전화서 깔래 모으자. 겨사요.
And those of you also on the Zoom, are creating a lot of good action just by being there. So some of you, it's in a night over there, and instead of sleeping, you stay awake, to listen to the teaching over the Zoom. And so that itself is very good, And then even those of you who are here close by, you still, get up and wash, look yourself, make yourself looking good on the Zoom, right? And because you'll be appearing on the on the screen, so And so you make yourself look good, and even you don't do all those things, but still you're sitting up, straight, on your bed or sofa or chair or on the floor. And so just by doing that, all that, you're creating good, positive karma.
그다음에 보주지 배냐도 코 단데 투비 받아 샤워요.
And then like the little baby there on Ed's arm, is creating also good karma of leaving a good imprint, of listening to the teachings.
제자 나도 다른 나도 대가도 개와 소수가 내 개와서 네가 레벨 레우시고 마음 바 나도 야보용을 야보.
So this year we are creating a positive or virtuous action, a virtuous cause, and then the result of that, will be happiness in the future.
어다 다는 데서 다 냐와 깨는 것은 냐와 찡에서 간제 숨지도 근데 수 전화 대신에 전화 교육 사죠. 전화 게 내가 야보 맞지. 되게 레벨 전화 때 제손조래스. 배천 다른 것도 줄로 되는 게 샤시고도 솔직히 전화 샤르지 전화 물지 땅 좀 뭐라 소수 레 조사네 되게 레벨 내용 좀 장자래.
And so that their kind of place, in the hell, is not, created by somebody, or when you're born there, you're not, forced to be there by somebody. It's by your one action that you are born there. So just like the birds, outside the center here, nobody forced them to be born, as a bird, because they created the karma. And therefore they are born as birds.
그래서 전화도 된다 알지. 나 별지. 나도 수때 리사치 줄서나.
So most of you, or many of you, are born here in America, and I was born in Tibet. So who decided who's going to be born where?
다양한 사람들 가져. 야, 내 댁에서 나 별개로 지나 배드 배하고 산 거야. 아, 지금 별개로 알지나 산 거야. 이 새끼들.
So some people who are born here, they might be thinking that, oh, I wish I was born in Tibet. Tibet is such a nice place. And then some people in Tibet who are born in Tibet, they think, oh, I wish I was born in America. America is such a fancy or a beautiful place like that.
세상은 소수 그 제왕 한 명이 내려더니 전화도 알겠지. 제왕은 맞지. 나도 된지게 타리 못 제왕나 나도 냠도지 조성하지 내하지. 내가 마치 레시자하지. 나도 제왕 한 명이 렌제근 제와지 와서 하는데 레온 거.
And so nobody can decide, where they want to be born, right? So whatever karma they have created, to be born where, and that's the place they're going to be born in. And then, even though I was born in Tibet, you were born here, but we happen to see each other, and I'm trying to explain something here, and you're listening to me, and so all this, must have some karma that have created in the past, which is causing us, or which brings us together here. That's the result.
단 네가 변나 쇼로가 둘이 쉽지 싫어도 가르다 너도 갈라나 나도 지금 소소 지금 따고 많다 맞아 뭐 디마고저 코제서 무쳐달라고 왔어. 어때 말다. 이 전화라티 랭기요레스. 무슨 레라쿠샤요레스.
So this verse, what it's saying is that usually, when something bad happens, we always blame on others. Oh, because of him, because of her, and this happened to me. But what it's saying here is, no, it's not only because of them, her, but you yourself have created, a karma or action, for you to go through that.
와, 제대로 코너죠. 다 레서서 레세데코 사사는 다 좋아지 땅에만 교정을 돼 말해. 레세데코 좋아 땅이요래. 매와서요래.
And it's not like the karma cannot be changed once you have created. It can be changed. It can be purified or eliminated. So before the result, is ripened, you can change the karma. So once the results has ripened, then there's nothing much you can do about it.
제가 단단한 대부 만명한테 담아요 소다. 다 담아 그래서 그래. 아무튼 소주가 삼로 따쇼. 소주가 아니 내가 제쇼거든요. 다 담아서 그래.
So we have already been born here, so that's already ripened. You can't do much about it. So what we can do, is changing the karma, and that we are going to be born in the future, like in hell and so forth. So that karma we can change.
Okay. 어디 야 레사드 사스나 다 패사자 지금 기주자스 뭐 대상고 말을 고 렌데 예바도 고 저왔다 요래 렌데 매바는 저왔다 요 말이.
So so we should not think like, oh, once I've created karma, that's it. It can't be moved at all. You can move it, you can eliminate it, you can change it, and so so because it is a karma, it's an action, and its result, therefore it can be changed.
오야 다디 쇼로간 에테치 다 슈지 셰벤데 랑게 레지 코셰네 젤라 네제 남종데 안에 셈제 냥다나 다케다 말아감스 간제 수수기 아니 가르고 개왕에 레라테네 아니 단데 갑라 아니 소솔라지까지 잠을 오치다 용어레스.
And so then the verse 47 says, having been instigated by my own actions, those who cause me harm come into being. If by these actions they should fall into hell, surely isn't it I who am destroying them? So, usually, like when we experience something, it's because of our own action. So we can't really blame for others on others.
그렇다나 ngarangi legi develop tene tandanga do ngala magangi ta michaja ngala kurolangi mitle bares ngarang legi develop yomares.
And like people who don't like me, who don't like us, or who don't who cause problem to us, so those are also created by my own action. So because I have created action to have such kind of people who dislike me or who hate me, therefore, there are people here. Therefore there are people who dislike or hate me.
Mi pacho de ngala kuro sawala tene pacho de magiwasane ko ngeso chen kesano wenza nga kuro sayamar ko ngala kuro sachua yo mares.
And so that person, by being bad to me or by getting angry towards me, he or she is creating negative karma, and which can cause him or her to be born in the hell realm, right? And so instead of getting angry towards that person, we should have compassion for that person.
Okay. 어디지? 내가 다 디니 주기 솔로가 집지 셰브제데 셰그드로 가르나 팀아제 ngala kurolangi meeting ngala kariche mores something good.
And then verse 48 and 49 is saying that not only should you have compassion to that person who is getting angry towards you, but you should think of them being very kind to you. You should be grateful to them.
가르나 제가 kurolangi meeting 때는 저 저와금네 제가 파탄도 그래.
So because there's this person who is getting angry at you, so you can and therefore you can practice patience. And by practicing patience, you will purify a whole lot of negative karmas. Therefore, you should be grateful for that person.
Do we able to for thank you if someone push your button? No, right? He said, thank you, you mix my practice patience, I purify my negative karma. Thank you. We're not able to say, right? No, you are wrong. It's not true. They're very bad.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So assume a person got no grasp to ego or self. Would that person be afraid of go to the hell?
그래서
다 가서 소소로 간지 맹이 가서들라 아니 가 냐올라 계기랬으네 된 신앙 요 말이었어.
어때요 말?
Yes, will not have a fear of thinking that he or she will be born in hell.
밑에 빠오다 그래. 같이 솔루 당겨 소솔루 당니.
So you're saying somebody who doesn't have a grasping at the self, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of person, is giving up oneself. It's like we call that hero, hero or a heroic person. And so yeah, that person will not have a fear, thinking that he or she will be born in the hell.
Then, Mhm.
야, 배셔는 가서 배나 배나 사실 인가 사자들의 강의사들의 월런티어로도 다 도중에 빼빠오래.
So just like volunteers, who go to a very dangerous, places, to help others. So those, we call them a hero, right? Heroes. And so those they don't have fear, to go to those places. If they do, then they will not go, right? So because they don't have fear, so therefore they are called heroes.
남주질라 가진다 딱 말칭tek 말이 딱 말지 강의 태그에 짜장 삼대가 다 띵으로 되거든.
And that's because they don't think, they don't think of themselves a lot. They don't have that self. Oh, if I go, I might fall sick, I might die, I might get injured, and like that kind of I thinking, they don't have that much. That's why they don't have the fear. But us, like those who are not able to go there, because if I go there, I might die. If I go there, I might get sick, and so on like that. That kind of grasping at the self is very strong. Therefore, we'll not be able to go.
오케이?
Okay, yeah.
다디 가는 다디 쇼로가 시대 가는도 아니 미파주 가지가 콘트로 갈 콘트롤랑이 미텔라 내 저거 그만나 얘기 지지 다 콘트까지 네바타로 대다 콩알에 까리 첨보레스.
And so this is verse 48, saying that that person is and I'm very grateful to that person because that person helps me to practice patience, by getting angry, by that person getting angry towards me, I'm able to practice patience, which helps me to purify my negativity. So therefore, I'm very grateful, to that person.
다이나 내 콜파네 아니 그가 콘을 나와도 그런 게 예바사니 아니 그면서 제 예바사요. 대자 가 콜 콘트롤 사이드 다 신출로 됐어.
And so by him becoming angry at me, and of course by giving me the opportunity to practice patience, and then he himself is creating negative karma, and which can cause him to go to hell. So instead of thinking about the kindness of that person or having compassion, if I get angry towards that person, that would be totally mistaken.
Okay. reality So
that is the reality. What is said here is the reality, but of course we are not able to accept or practice in that way.
Okay, that is much. But I'm going to talk. Getting old, forgot. Let's go. I really have plenty to say something now. I really forgot. 제자야, 나 나도 디름이 싸지. 탑 개와치고도. 야 지금 미지게 소설 막아야 직책거나 야 텔레파 거거든요. 야 파주 빠지나더라도 빠지나도 양용도 되네 많이 봐지. 야 실로 끝남주 잡아도 같아. 나 샘래야 아니 저거금 소소고 니지가 얘는 맞다 이거 그래.
But of course, we have to be practical. In this first 21st century, we meet with all these different kind of people, and some people, they get angry at you, and then you say, "Oh, thank you very much, and I'm very grateful to you," like that. Then they might even do, "Oh, really? You like that? Okay, I'm gonna do like that." So they might take more advantage of you. So of course, inside you should practice patience, and think about the kindness of that person for giving you that opportunity. But outside, you can, still show that appearance, of being steady and not giving that opportunity to that person to get more angry towards you.
그러나 어제 제장아도 저저 남배기 있던 사들이 배 잡아들이도 어떤 소 꿀로 샤적의 셈그 끊을 hon이 신 남겨라야 대자 가시 마다만 들못도 된 노력이 된 거로.
So you can show that kind of wrathful appearance, to those, to help those people, who don't understand and who take advantage of that situation. Just like, the deities, like you see the wrathful deities, there's all like, a fully enlightened being, right? With, full of compassion. But, outwardly, they show this wrathful appearance to benefit others.
교섭배는 가서 남의 라 전화 사고들을 딱 동호도 가봤네. 대성군의 공로 사고들이 정도에.
So you see these wrathful deities, right? Pictures and statues you have seen. When you see that, do you think that they are like, very angry deities?
그래서 단단 미카지 챙거를 안 넘어 쇼치는 시대 전에 시작도. 라들이 전화 사고들인데 뭐 챙겨를 안 먹었어.
So like, something like a monster, who will cause harm to you, punish you if you don't behave well, like that, So some people, they have this kind of idea. They think that, Buddhism always talks about, peace and love and compassion, but then they have this kind of wrathful deities like that.
대말이. 아무도 미카지 깨자 야보 녀보 하시는 얘기. 미카지 때 보면 나보라 맞다마니. 들어. 제가 대치 받고 직대기 미단 통바 그런 거예요.
So it's not like that, it's just to tame the other person in whatever way, they should be tamed. Like some people, if you talk nicely, they will listen, but some people you have to be like very stern, show a little bit angry face, to them so that they will listen to you like that. So that's why these deities, come in different aspect, and in different form, to help or benefit sentient beings.
왜나 미직 지나라 고로 사바이나 땅나 뺏사서 이제 미디 아니 대방 받사서 선에 소소 이들 인지 있잖아 아니 개와이 랍좀 사기
So if when somebody becomes angry at you or gets angry at you, if you say, this person by getting angry, he's creating so much negative karma and he will be born in the lower realms. And like that, by thing like that, he says, poor guy, like that. If you feel compassion for that person, then you create a huge amount of merit.
근데 용다. 아니 미 코로나다 소속 콘로 마사바지. 아니 제서 그럼 고급지 쇼마지. 아니 별 이제 거네 개와지 싹 고급이라서.
So somebody, when somebody gets angry at you, and instead of getting angry, back to that person, if you practice patience, and then also think about that person's creating negative karma, which can, cause him to experience more suffering in the future, and therefore, have compassion for that person. So, from there you get, two opportunities, right? The opportunity to practice patience and opportunity to, generate compassion towards that person.
제가 전쟁이 네 내만 미치 정월에 나 군대고 송도 배워지야 야미가 아니 평가들라 연로 뉴스대 봐 있어 아니 저런 이제 간디시도 다 저런 뛰가려야 네가 사주로 가르쳐 줬어 아니 그러나 네가 사주대 에스면 아니 자미티 좀 송에게 레제 받으려야 아니 이제 라도 죄송스 네가 사주 줬어 나는 예봤다 누구도 그냥 조금 두세
And so so therefore you should be happy when somebody becomes angry at you, because that gives you the opportunity to practice patience, practice compassion, right? And so there was this prisoner in Tibet, a Tibetan prisoner in Chinese prison, right? And for over 20 years, and His Holiness, when he came to see His Holiness after releasing, when His Holiness asked what was the most riskiest thing in the prison, and it's that the most riskiest thing was, and I almost lost compassion towards the Chinese the police or the jailer, whoever is punishing him. He said he almost lost compassion. He didn't say that, it was very risky because they were like torturing and all these things, nothing like that. But he says he almost lost compassion towards them.
제가 이만은 다 오모가 정말까지 맞아요. 그 군주는 이제 수치 모이고 따라 나도 나도 소설로 말한 것 중에다 공로사에 임바로.
So therefore, it shows a sign that this practitioner had a very strong compassion, like somebody towards somebody who's causing him to be angry or who's torturing him, but of course, in our case, a regular person will always have like negative thoughts, right, towards that person, get angry and so forth.
Okay, it's like that. Okay, now what we learn from here today, be patient. Why we need patient? Because I need to happy, right? if you want to happy, be patient. Even if someone push your button, not too patient. The patience is the best tool. You get peace, and you also win with the person. This is one of my teacher. When I study in the monastery, we have to go. One teacher, he always asked, any kind of situation, patience is the best tool to win any kind of challenge. The anger is the worst method to lose the situation. This is a very, I always remember that, on my own experience, and this is a really true reality, but for us, very difficult, right? Therefore, even you have some issues, physically, you show a little bit strong, I'm strong. And mentally, just patient. So it doesn't destroy our own peace, right? The mental is more power than body. Our mind says, I don't want to do that, then just body doesn't have choice, just stay there. Mind says, I want to go to that beach, I want to go to blah, blah, blah. I want to go to the shopping, I want to go to the restaurant, something, then just your body tired, just have to go. You come back, you sort everything, Why your mind is more power, you pour that way. Okay? What we learned today, usually we have some bad situations, we say, oh, he did. He said, no, it's also your own karma. How the condition, we explain that. One, another, even someone's, punish your button. Because you patient that, after the patient, you purify negative karmas. You get one benefit. Second, also, you patient, you have got a compassion, also you carry the positive karma. 2 ways. Then you wash away all the negative karmas, right? Like anyway, you have very dirty clothes. I think you guys also wash every day. You don't wear any, maybe 2 days, 3 days. And I was Tibetan. You wear like shirt, and this is right? We wear whole life until just once a break. The first red, a couple of years, you don't really see the red, just cover the dirt. It's very warm. But if that kind you have to wash, you have to put a very strong chemical, right? You have to put leash. Is it leash? Leash. You have to wash.
Bleach.
Yeah, bleach, like that. Therefore, we need to clean or wash our negative karmas. Take opportunities any it comes, okay? Then wash. Then one day you become enlightened. When you think, when I become enlightened, maybe I'm already enlightened. Any thoughts? Maybe I'm enlightened. When you enlighten, when you are never get angry, I think you are very close to enlightened. It's a sign, okay? You don't have to too much. When I become enlightened, you know everything, then you enlighten. You never ever get angry, jealous, attachment, then you enlighten. You can check yourself, okay? Did I enlighten? You don't have to, right? Then you can see enlighten. Okay, like that. Any questions? Yes. Yeah, wait. Yeah, you can go ahead.
In Western diet, we have a lot of self-loathing. And not something that isn't, well, according to some of my teachers, not that common. So I guess, because I guess there's a kind of respect that you should give yourself as a sentient being. But I know one teacher was talking about how she was at a teaching with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama was there. And someone asked him about the self-loathing. And he was having a hard time understanding what she was talking about because, it just culturally, I guess, it didn't get it. So, well, maybe he does not want to know. No, so I guess we have this and definitely have a lot of it in the West. So can this be another form of attachment, loading yourself? You know, instead of saying, you know, if you make a mistake and just saying, oh, that was a mistake, or whatever, or apologizing, whatever, there's this, you know, voice inside. So can that be a kind of attachment? Or I guess I'm trying to figure out where, you know, because there is supposed to be room, right, in the Buddhist teaching for self-compassion. But you know, there's a point where it becomes, I mean, self-cherishing, right? Which is what we're not supposed to do. So I guess.
갈라서 잠시 고소.
대체로도 그래요. 오면도
Jennifer, you got it? Maybe Tamshi doesn't get.
yeah, it keep because it's very far away, so it's getting
I
breaking.
think 가르쳐나 몰라야 돼. Like your question, like combines. Do we allow to compassion for ourselves like that?
In the West, we have a practice of kind of self-loathing. That from what I've been taught by other teachers doesn't exist that much in the East.
Okay.
So, and thank you. So, another teacher talks about how when she was at a teaching with the Dalai Lama, they brought up self-loathing and he was having trouble understanding what they meant. So my question is, can self-loathing be a kind of attachment as well? Because I mean, isn't there a sort of, there's supposed to be a form of self-love in the form, you know, as far as, you know, you are a sentient being, therefore, you know, you're entitled to a kind of respect, self-respect, but can that self-loathing that we do a lot here, can that be another kind of attachment, I guess? So another kind of self-cherishing. Is that clear?
Oh yes, you mean the like self-loving, right? Loving yourself.
Right.
Okay. that 뭐라는 데라 self
Loathing yourself.
Hating.
Self-hating, yeah.
Self-hate, self-loathing, so self-hate.
LOHH.
Self-loving.
So,
So self-hating, so hating yourself.
but you know, just like when you make a mistake, just, you know.
Oh, okay.
not-
So you mean, are you saying that is that what? Is that?
Is that a form of attachment, of self-cherishing in a twisted kind of way, because you're still attached to I.
다 써서 막아야지 알아다. 아, 당에 두자 나 두자 쉬우라서 내 지단단 등도 답에 나 알아서 써서 막아야지 저라. This was that didn't then 가르쳐다. 초진에도 다 써서 막아서 막아도 저래 되나다 소속이 단데 삼수들 다다래 삼대고라. 되자자 내 써서 막아 로디 아니 다 attachment 다 차버려 버스 왔다.
나한테 만든 소리 오래 만들어.
You can say self-clinging, clinging to yourself, as being so and so, hating yourself and so forth. So you can say clinging, but I don't know if you can use the term attaching.
나도 탐에게 목표체 줘야 돼. 나도 난 목표체에서 나야고 못 us으면 돼. 목표로 와. 난 라마요 말아.
So yeah, we can think we can hate ourselves. Oh, I should not have done that. Oh, that's so bad. I didn't do it right, like that. I mean, you can accept yourself as being wrong, but you will not say that's like attachment.
그리고 먼저 나 라마요 말아 가지. 소소 노트 요거다 먼저 학 고진의 지좀 말아.
So it's not something like you chose, to do that, right? you make a mistake and you didn't choose to make a mistake. You didn't have that power, to choose what you want to be.
예전에 나 못한 다वर 때나 그렇게 살고 있는 나 남같게 말아.
So like I had accident, I bumped into, and I had accident, I bumped, but I don't get angry towards myself because I didn't have power, to not happen or not do it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Dr.
I was just going to say something like about what you were saying too, that when someone's pushing our buttons, our reaction is always to kind of push back, but the other person who's pushing my button, making me angry, is angry themselves, and if I were to answer back, then it just kind of goes in a circle, and just there's more and more like angry and suffering, and if I were to tell myself, oh, it's because it's my fault, or it is my fault that why is this happening to me, then I'm not being angry at the other person, but I'm being angry at myself. So the anger is still there, So just because you're not being angry to the other person doesn't mean that you're purifying your anger. You're just angry at yourself, and that cycle still continues. So, I think in order to understand and purify that kind of anger, we have to understand that anger is not from the person pushing our buttons. It's from just the pain of the world, like people born in situations that we were talking about. They're hurt people hurt other people, so like to able to purify that, I think to have compassion that we are born in an impure place and they're born in an impure place, and just hold compassion to ourselves and other people.
Good. That's good.
더 하고서요.
It's lovely.
다들 다 코로나는 때문에 가족이 미션다 지금 땅 가족이 나도로 콘도 사바이나 가족이 파 콘도 사바이나 되네 한 콘도 사로라 다 콘도 사서 콘도 되네 데이터 코라 테드레스 코라자드레스 아나 다 데사바 데사바 되네 가족이 다 콘도 사와디 녜케레스 나라 ingema 코란 콘도 사주하기 코란 콘도 사주하기 레사요 디제는 나다 콘도 사거스는 다 소소로 카투어레스 소설을 카투바는 소설을 걸어서기 어렸어. 돼야 되는 콘도 자기 콘도 다 지겨 말았어. 콘도 돼야 되냐 콘도 안신 아니죠. 콘도 사디고 어렸어. 안티 컨드레스 거다 코너. 너 소설을 돼 카투바에 콘도레스 거다 코너스네.
제가 소설까지 오다 코너를 가지 소설을 가 못할 거야. 소설을 학 남과요 말아. 내 요목이 영어 돼 말아. 뭔가 카투다.
소설을 카투바에 콘도 말했어.
콘도도 해야 되나 소설 카투에 말했어. 카투는 영어를 가지고 소설 학원에서 지금 말아.
So yeah, you don't blame to yourself, so you blame to your delusions, your karma, not to yourself, because you yourself have no control over yourself, control, right? You don't have the independence, to do or to not do. You are under the delusion. So delusion make you do that. So therefore you don't blame yourself, but you blame to your delusion.
그래서 미 파초와대야 안내 가고 라원 멤버 소설을 라원 멤버도 하거나 아니 셈이야 우리 용거 말이야. 수치침을 용거 말이야.
And so if you understand that person has no control and oneself has no control, it's all by one's own karma and delusion, then you will not get angry.
이 자신을 나도도 약간 남지 차오 뭔가 남지 차모는 나도 때 코로나 때 로다레스 나도 때 간도 지하면 나도 코로나 계산으로.
So just like the heat in the summer and the cold in the winter, and we think, oh, this is how it is, right? We accept that. We don't blame to anybody for that, and therefore we don't get angry.
Okay. Okay, like that. Yes.
I have something to say about the anger.
Okay.
So I feel like
Say short sentence.
Okay. So we get hurt because we think other people, what other people say are true, and that's a problem. That's why we get angry. If we are completely content about ourselves and where we are, there's no anger for self, no anger, no hate for self, and we don't hate other people. But before that, we need to experience all the anger, all the hate. We need to hurt other people and get hurt by other people to understand why understand why other people hurt us and how it feels when we hurt other people. And this is a learning process. But at the end, when we completely self-content, we would not feel anger. That's what I want to say.
This was. Thank you. Well, question or not?
다 몰아서 나 소소라 지 더나 말이나 나 미션에 들 가르쳐 보들 더나 말이나 가서 걸어 상 말했어. 이나다 대콩라 되는 소소 당보 소소 걸어 싸 그랬어. 안에 들 더나 때 그랬어. 담은 영어 때 그랬어. 그래서 걸어서는 가르도 때는 생게 다 미라도 그런 간에 셈로 간에 처음에 돼서 더 용거로 담보. 안 되잖아 되네. 다들 처음에 다들 딱딱 말하셔야 되는데 하고선 되네. 되네 들 야 맞은 되네 걸어 상 말했어.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So taking your own experience as an example, then you look on to others. That's right. Yeah.
Good. Thumbs up. All of them more time, 2 thumbs up. Okay.
I just was wondering if you could make an announcement about the next puja for the new students who don't know about the puja and schedule. Medicine Buddha?
Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, we call it puja. Puja means pray. Usually we have the 4 pujas. We have the first ones we follow the Tibetan lunar calendar. It's the 10th lunar calendar. Some are Mondays, some are Tuesdays, Sundays. Follow that. If practice for the Guru, do the evident practice and long-term and to create the merit. We need to create a lot of merit. And we put the saving account of money. Then the second we have before that we have Thara Puja. Say it. Thara Puja. Thara is a female Buddha, very powerful in my own experience. Since I was like 10 years old and memorized that we won't pray Thara. Since I 3 times maybe I never missed. Very powerful practice. We have really so many different kinds of Thara. We have white Thara and green Thara. White Thara is long life. We want long life, the white Thara practice. We want more successful, protect from all the obstacles. Green Thara. This is Thara Puja. Guru Puja already mentioned. It's also kind of merit. We have medicine Buddha Puja. Medicine Buddha we have Anka. Buddha, especially for the sick and pass away, long power. And we have another one before Guru Puja, 25. Yeah. The good, sometimes say, I'm only study, I'm not going to Puja. Oh, I'm not and now also you're able to join the Zoom or the speaker. Mess up. Yeah. Well, now you can join a Zoom. Monastery, I'll give you an example of a monastery. The Sera, I'm from Sera. You go to Google, Sera Jey Monastery. Ask Uncle Google who is Sera Jey. We one of the people in college. Therefore, we do puja. We recite the 21 Pantana sometimes every morning, 70, 80 times. The monks very fast. They have 90 hours mile. But they're not ticket. Very fast. After that, order to, just for our practice, we need to work something out. There's a merit. That merit, I do a lot of, I don't feel any merit. Have you feel you take the vitamin, everyone take your vitamin C, G, E, F, everyone have like this much, right? Including myself, now I'm taking also. We don't really feel. But the doctor say, oh, the vitamin is working. We need that. Something like that merit, we don't really see it physically, but really check for our practice. It's a short meaning. That's it. Just. That puja circuit, I don't know. Okay.
And we're having them in person here?
Well, in person. In person in Zoom, I'm sorry, Zoom people. Person is more merit. Of course, Zoom people more merit. So, you know, you also, of course, we also we have to be careful. You get more merit. Person more merit. Of course, Zoom people also merit. Okay. Okay, now it's time.
All right. So Monday is Taro Puja, Wednesday is Guru Puja, and next Sunday is Medicine Buddha Puja after class. Okay, page 39, the Kurukulla Center prayer book, the Thanksgiving mandala offering. Sanji Perki Tuxing Me Tok Tram, Ri Rabling Jin Ye Digian Pati, Sange Jing Du Migte Ulwagi, Dropu Nam Dak Jing Lacher Parshug, Jadson, Lame Kutse Rab Ten Jing, Nam Katrin Le Chok Chug Ye Padang, Lo Sang Ten Pe Dern Me Sasumgi, Drove Mun Sel Tak Tu Neg Yuchi. Yedam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. Need to encompass final number in prayer. From my two collections, vast and space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom I is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread or once spread of decline, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen reside, remain in life till samsara's end. Savior of the snowland teachings and transmigratory beings who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion. To the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be fulfilled. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Mahayana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Page 57, prayer of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha's state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Mitsema. Leave me say me chen resig remake and pay Wong po jong tel yang dong chen ke pei so gen so ka lo sang ra pei Java Somade.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you. Okay. Night.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Damcho. Thank you,
much.
Bob.
Thank you, Damcho.